Ladies and gentlemen, there are three kinds of speaker in this world. The first, who just dreams of. Second, who practices banal talk, taking the credit from different people around the world. And third, and the most important, who is of progressive brain and looks for different opportunities to find out what suits the best the personality of the speaker. And I'm here to tell you some great liners for the third category of speakers. Well, I can't do anything for the dreamer, neither for the one who is still shackled completely into the thoughts of copying and pasting and being banal forever. But yes, I can definitely help the one who is willing and completely devoted to be a great, fantastic, cogent speaker. Here we go. Well, there are three kinds of speeches, in fact, we all deliver at the same time. The one, what we prepare, the second, what we present, and the third, what we wish for later on. Oh my goodness, if I had done that, it would have sounded like this. If I had tried that methodology, things would have been altogether different. So, I cannot really change this, the very nature of speech, that it will definitely be three speeches all the time. But the great speaker is the one who knows how to really cut some gap between the second and third kind of speeches. That means what you present and what you wish for. In order to do that, a little bit of preparation will do wonders to your speech. And for that, there are few ways to start your speeches or presentation to give a great start to your overall talk, no matter where you're going to be speaking, whether it is office meeting or you're going to be presenting an annual report, or it's just a speech in front of a big crowd, or even if you're standing in a Madison Square Garden and addressing the entire world. What are those starts? I'll tell you in just a ziffy. What is banal? And banal is to get started with, hello, good morning everybody, how you doing? And today I'm here standing on behalf of this organization, on behalf of this particular nation, on behalf of this state, or on behalf of this organization, to deliver this talk or deliver this presentation or new model, new product, new services, new ideas. That's too banal, because that's when you lose your listeners, that's when you lose your audience, and that becomes nothing more than a formality for the people who are listening to you. So what you can do rather is to always prepare in advance the few statements to get started. How about getting started with, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to ... fill in the blanks. Can't you do that? Of course, I'm not saying it's going to be applicable in all sort of speeches, but it will definitely serve in one or the other way in different speeches if it's not so formal. Well, how about, in fact, getting started stating that disclaimer first. By the end of this presentation, I promise you guys to reach your home a little more educated than you are sitting right now in the audience. Whoa! Isn't it a great start, where you are making big promise at the same time you are waking your audience up, and that way you can hook it in the very beginning. So I'm asking you to find out as many starters as you can. These were the two starters, and how about I start with, of course this is a presentation. Don't be so sad, because I'm sure you're gonna make it by the end of the presentation because of the very nature of presentation that I have taken upon. That's where your audience starts listening to you. There are 1,000 different ways. How about getting started, in fact, by the very first time when I came to this office, and those 4 words which did not let me sleep any night in the last 10 years. Aren't these starts just amazing? Any speech, any presentation, or any platform that you're going to be addressing on, make sure your first 2 statements, let's say just the first one sentence, that startling sentence is ever ready in your brain right here, that even if I'm trembling, even if I have forgotten all the content in the world, my start is not gonna see even a little bit of earthquake, because that is solid like a rock, like Himalaya. So try these methods that I have just spoken, those sentences, and create your own, because, well, you see, I always hate spoon feeding my students, and that's what I do in the video as well. I don't want to spoon feed you by giving you 20 different starters to start your speech. Well, I have given 5 or 6. If they are useful for you, fantastic. If they are not, that's your responsibility, your accountability to create a list of those statements, those one-liners which will give